We had 15.
I thought I could do without it. I guess it's there, so it's good to use. So it was good that 15 bis was an agreed ad ref, so that was exciting. Any agreement is exciting. And then the next one, like 15.2, was to do with Africa's development needs and challenges. And that was quite deeply negotiated. The G77 wanted to really introduce the paragraph by underlining the lack of political commitment that there's been so far to date on previously agreed international commitments in relation to Africa's development needs. A lot of the other countries, US, Japan, the EU, they didn't think it was, they reserved those edits because they didn't think it was a good way to start that paragraph, seeing as a lot of work has been done. Is that kind of discussion point. G77 said, well, this section is to do with the gaps in implementation, so please put it in. It needs to be recognised if we're going to move forward. And they really discussed that for quite a while. And then the chair rewrote it, but regardless of the rewrites, everybody kind of asked for their things to be put back. The G77, the lack of political commitments, and then the reserve from Japan, US, EU. And then 15 quad, that was just the G77 will get back. There was nothing much on that. Then 15 quint about the progress made by middle income countries. There was a desire to swap some of the language around. To look at the specific development challenges and then middle income countries. And there was a change in that language. And then the G77, they talked about the fragility, this word fragility, quite a bit. They were concerned about this word fragility in relation to Africa, so that came up again. I think that's been bracketed in the new text. But anyway, even that word was debated quite a while. Like, what does it mean, and is it properly reflecting the situation that the continent of Africa finds itself in at the moment? And then some of other countries said it's a good way to describe countries that are in situations that may lead to conflict. So it was quite an interesting discussion, I found, about the words that we use kind of in the system. Okay, then there was some kind of merging and combining of paragraphs and things like that. Then it got into engaging major groups. I got a bit, I wanted to become a social activist, but I kept my seat. I tell you, the G77, as you can see, a lot of the edits they put in really reduced the importance of. It reframed the whole thing, so the importance really rests with the national governments, and the influence of the local governments and communities and cities was downplayed. And they kept saying things like, it's only, I wrote down the quote because I was infuriated, but I can't be infuriated, they have to be good. It's only logical and factual that it's, the G77 said the vital role of national governments and the important role of local authorities is only logical and factual. You've got to swap those words around. National governments are vital and local authorities are only important. I mean, it's good they're still important, but if you go through that paragraph, you'll see that's the pre-17. You'll see how things have been kind of like downplayed a little. And the EU and the US said it's not necessary to reaffirm the importance of national governments. We know that this is about major groups and we've got to recognise their importance. So again, there wasn't really any agreement on that. And the poor chair, he keeps rewriting the text, and then, sometimes it happens, but mostly in those 3 paragraphs anyway. They wanted to retain their various perspectives.
In the afternoon, on the major